So the bookshelf is up, the manga is all unboxed. I have a list of most current volumes I have for each series. So the next thing I want to do is bring myself up to date with everything that I have. So I'm going to head over to Forbidden Planet and see what I've been missing out on for the last couple of years. Whenever I'm going shopping, I prefer to go out really early. That way I can be one of the first to get in, get all my stuff, and there's not that many people. So hopefully I'm one of the first to go into the shop. I am the first. I have a list on my phone of what series I'm collecting, which is alphabetized. This way I can walk around the store and pick up books that I need in order. Unfortunately, almost everything was out of stock in some capacity. Attack on Titan only had the first 13 volumes available, whilst Demon Slayer had volumes 12, 13 and only 2 copies of volume 20. Everything else was gone. Way of the House Husband only had volume 3 in stock. Both Aijin and Spy Family had 1 single volume each. And Chainsaw Man was nowhere to be seen along with Hanako-kun. And I couldn't even pick up the latest volume of One Piece. I think it was number 96 at the moment. So that was one end of the spectrum, and then you had things like My Hero and Tokyo Ghoul Dr. Stone, which had multiple copies of every single volume. I did watch Himika's video, and she went to the same Forbidden Planet, and although she said her trip was a fail, I didn't really expect it to be this bad. Although I did pick up a fair few volumes that I needed, just not everything was in stock. Okay, so I know I said that they only had up to volume 13, but they did have couple copies of 24, 25 and 26, which is what I purchased. What I like about the Attack on Titan volumes is that they don't tend to spoil too much for the most part. There's a couple of volumes that when you look at the front cover you think, oh no, what's going to happen next? But a lot of them are just, you know, at this point a lot of people know that who this Titan is. You know, this is just an action shot, again, a shot of everyone as kids. There's not too much going on. That's why I'm not a big fan of things like One Piece and Dragon Ball and Naruto. They tend, or maybe not so much Naruto, but they tend to spoil a lot of characters coming back into the volumes before you even get a chance to read. But yeah, I'm sure everyone's read or reading or heard of Attack on Titan. They've probably consumed it in some aspect. I've read it a couple of times up until probably volume 23, and yeah, you just learn so much more. The more you learn with every volume, when you go back, things are portrayed a lot sooner than you actually anticipate them to. A lot of foreshadowing, obviously. But yeah, nice. It's really great. And I think it will probably go down as history as one of the best manga and anime of all time. Despite some people not enjoying the ending, I personally did. I think it's great. I hope they don't change it when the anime comes along. So unlike Attack on Titan, the anime for Promised Neverland kind of went downhill. A lot of the fans weren't particularly happy with how it ended. I don't know if the manga finishes the same way the anime does, so I'm very eager to look into purchasing the rest of the series when it comes out. I managed to pick up 14, 15 and 16. I am also missing 12 and 13, I think. And then they also didn't have 18, and I think 19 is the most recent one that has come out. So I don't have those. I'll be looking forward to picking those up at some point. But I got up to the point where it deviated from the anime in season 2, just after that. Goldie Pond, I will say, so I won't spoil anything. But it got really interesting then, and they just cut out a lot of it. And from what I understand, they cut out around 8 volumes, which is a bit frustrating. It would have been nice if they just did a season 2 and a season 3, but you know, I don't think we'll ever know why they rushed it so quickly. But regardless, I think it's going to be a fun ride to catch up. I'm interested to see what happens with all these characters. Now, it wasn't until I started unboxing everything that I realized I have a lot of shonen series, whether it be Shonen Jump or monthly or week or Sunday or whatnot. But this one, this is just volume 1. I've already have that, but I picked up volumes 22, 23, 24. I try not to spoil too much with some of these binders. But I just want to show, the reason why I got volume 1 out, I want to show off volume 25, which is the most recent one. I just want to show you how girthy it is. It's huge, absolutely massive in comparison. For comparison's sake, this one I think has around 180, 190 pages, whilst this one has 272, which is absolutely ridiculous. I've got really big hands, and even for me, this is a big boy. But yeah, I think it's a solid show. It's similar in some ways to Naruto, except he's blue instead of orange. And this is the series that I'm currently reading at the moment. Thoroughly enjoying it. It was definitely the first one that I got out of the box. I thought, yeah, I need to catch up with this. And another one I was a little bit disappointed on, One Piece. I missed out on volume 92, 93, and they also didn't have volume 96. I was only able to pick up these two. They had a lot of the 3-in-1s for the earlier series, but pretty much anything from, I would say, Water 7, so what's that, volume 40 something onwards, no, maybe around 35 onwards, there was nothing. No single volumes, no 2-in-1s or anything. And then they had a few 80s and then 90s. I'm really enjoying it. I don't think the 1.0 arc is going on too long in comparison to what most people are saying. They think it's dragging on a bit. I think everything's a bit integral. We've been following the series for so long. I don't think you should be criticizing how long an arc is going, considering how long you've been following the series, but that's just my take on it. All right, and another shonen series that I caught up on, Dragon Ball Super. Now, I did read Dragon Ball Z a fair few years ago, and I watched the anime of Super, and yeah, I've been enjoying it for the most part. I think I'm so old now that Dragon Ball is ingrained in me. I can't live my life without it. I think maybe I'm just keeping hold of it because of nostalgia. I do enjoy these characters a lot. It is funny for the most part, but I think it's lost its charm in regards to the story. There's not much they can do with it because of the Dragon Balls and how they work, bringing people back to life and whatnot. The concept of death and threats from the outside world, it just doesn't exist as long as you have the Dragon Balls. And I feel like they've used up all creative avenues to use the Dragon Balls. But for the most part, I think it's really enjoyable. I was able to get pretty much every single volume except from volume 10, and I think that was it. Other than that, I am pretty much up to date now, which is good. And the last series that I was able to get up to date on, or for the most part, Golden Kamui, the only seinen series that I've read, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. I watched the anime back in 2018. I immediately, after finishing it, went out and bought the most recent volumes. I think it was volume 1 and volume 2. And then, yeah, then I went on hiatus. I'm missing volumes 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then there's a couple of other volumes that I couldn't pick up. What's that, 12, 16, and 17 I wasn't able to pick up. But yeah, overall, it's a great show. It kind of reminds me of One Piece in a way. It's kind of like searching for treasure, except from they have to find the maps. It's a little bit more gruesome, as you can see. It's a little bit explicit content. There's not nudity per se, although you do see a lot of naked man butts. It's very gory. Not a lot of swearing from what I can remember from reading a couple of years ago, and it has a little side, not side story, but they go into a lot of cooking, in killing the animals, hunting and gathering for the ingredients, telling you how the ingredients work with each other, them eating it and enjoying it. The facial expressions on some of these characters are absolutely ridiculous. They are hilarious, they are scary, they are intimidating, they're beautiful. I think it's a great series. It's very funny, and I absolutely love it. I actually bought a t-shirt with a Shilpa on it, but it's slightly too small for me. I think I got it in a medium, and it's a bit too small around the chest, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, that is pretty much everything that I picked up. Sadly, I did miss up on a few things. I wanted to pick up Flying Witch. I wanted to get up to date on Nisekoi. But yeah, I've got everything so far. I'm going to catch up maybe online with a couple of other bits. I'll use some affiliate codes from people and save myself a little bit of money. And then, then I'll probably be looking to purchase some new series. But for the most part, I'm happy with what I have. And yeah, looking forward to
catching up on however many manga I have. I don't even think I counted how many I had. Anyways, hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.